Hey everyone, Tyson the Subaru specialist from Subaru Print Storage here. This is our 2021 Subaru Forester Touring in that gray metallic. It's a great looking color. Tourings are middle of the road trim level. One below a sport, one above a convenience. What does that mean? At the back here, backup sensors in the rear bumper. Those are the little black circles. They'll actually apply the brakes if you think you're gonna hit something in reverse when you're backing up between speeds of 1 and 15 kilometers an hour. Awesome in parking lots, terrifying when it works. Power lift gate you can activate from the door, the driver's seat, or the key fob when the vehicle's not running. And tons of space in the back of the Forester. That's kind of what they're known for. Big boxy rear end, lots of storage room. Comes with the privacy cover and the cargo tray from factory. I quite like the privacy cover, hide everything from the top of the seats down. Works well to insulate groceries, keep them out of the sun in the summer. And it's easy to remove. You can see it's just a little telescopic piece there. And it actually tucks underneath the false floor here. There's a place for it to go across. Underneath here, usable storage space, and then underneath that, you have the spare tire. We also have grocery bag hooks, as well as a 12-volt outlet for any charging needs you have. We can lock everything from here. We can close the door. We can do it manually. You won't wreck anything doing it manually. In the second row, if you're looking to carry passengers, there's room for up to 3 people comfortably across there. Tons of headroom. And you've got vents out of the center console along with 2 USB ports for charging. Now, Touring's the first trim level that comes with the large sunroof. The other Foresters don't have it. It is a proximity key, so I don't have it on me, but to lock it, you would just do this. And if you wanted to unlock, you just put your hand in the handle, so long as the key's on your person and the vehicle's not running. Power windows, locks, mirrors, as you would expect. Power driver's seat, including lumbar support. And these seats are super supportive. Very, very comfortable on longer trips. Now, this is also the first trim level where you get blind spot detection. So those lights will illuminate on the corresponding side if someone's in your blind spot. Doesn't get rid of shoulder checking, but it sure does help. Left-hand side of the steering wheel, we have our Bluetooth and audio controls. You can make and take calls, control the volume of the calls and the music. These 3 down here, these 2 arrows will change this little center display around. Gives you a bunch of different information. I personally like the digital speedometer. Right-hand side has our adaptive cruise control, our lane centering assist, 2 different drive modes, intelligent and sport. Sport does what it sounds like, changes your torque curve, makes you accelerate faster. You go faster sooner, essentially. And then new for 2021, heated steering wheel. It is awesome. It's a little chilly today, so I've got it on. It does not heat from here to here, so essentially between the seams, but it heats all the way around here. So kind of where you're supposed to keep your hands. Subaru's trying to enforce safety. It's kind of what their brand's built on. Little information screen up here. You can change with the info button on the steering wheel. More information that's handy to have while you're driving. Weather, music, fuel economy, date and time. I personally like the water temp, oil temp one myself. It's also our climate control display, so it is dual zone. So it ranges from 30 on the high side all the way down to 15. So you and your passenger can have it different depending how you like it. Easy to sync it back up. You just press the sync button, and I'll show you that in a second. But now it's just driver controlled. So if my passenger gets out and I want it back to warm, easy to set that. Touring now gets the 8-inch display. It was a 6.2 before, so a little larger. It's all touchscreen, but we also have the physical buttons down here. Apps, you've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, so you can plug your phone in, put your Apple Maps, Google Maps up on the screen. It's our backup camera as well, put it in reverse. Shows you the top of the bumper so you have something to relate to. Rear assist braking, that's the automatic emergency braking, is on. Parking sensors are on, and when you turn the steering wheel, it shows you where you're going to end up if you keep your wheel turned that way. Oh, and something I forgot to mention in some of my other videos, you can wash the backup camera from inside the vehicle. Those of you who live in the north deal with the mud and slush on the highways, well, even in town, it's super awesome. You don't have to get out and wipe your backup camera every time. Climate controls are adjusted from here. Driver side temp, fan strength, passenger side temp. Heated mirrors, wiper area of the windshield and back window. And then mode changes where the airflow is. AC isn't making it cold, it's taking moisture out of the air so you don't fog up. Max AC is the cold stuff. Automatic transmission with a manual mode. Drive, manual, and that's where you use the paddles up and down to shift. And you can see it says first gear there. Just shifted up to second. Now back over to drive and then park. Dual stage heated seats for both the driver and the passenger. High and low, easy to change. X mode is like 4x4 low in a pickup. So to turn it on, you have to be stopped or going under 5 kilometers an hour. You push down. That screen comes up. X mode comes up. It locks the all-wheel drive 50-50. brake actuated limited slips activate more aggressively, and if you exceed 40 kilometers an hour, it kicks out and goes back to regular all-wheel drive. So you can't wreck anything to turn it back on or off. You just press again and it disappears. It's an electronic parking brake now. We've done away with hand brakes for the most part in those foot brakes. And then auto vehicle hold, just turned it on there, off and on. It's like a brake holder for drive-throughs, construction traffic, rush hour traffic. It just saves you from keeping your foot on the brake for a super long time and your ankle getting sore. So that's a brief overview of the 2021 Subaru Forester Touring. I'm Tyson, the Subaru Specialist. Talk to you guys soon.